could say I was surprised. Wish I could say that. I don't know. I feel like my life hasn't changed that much unless everybody is just not bringing it up when I'm out and about. But
What if you're like the Truman Show right now? You have no idea.
sometimes I think about that. I've
Me
questioned
too.
if my
Doesn't
neighbors
it,
are
like-
real.
Doesn't it freak you out when you do start thinking about that? Like nothing's real.
That we're in a simulation.
Yeah, I used to think that as a kid all the time. I had such creative imagination.
Me too.
You're probably not wrong, though.
Good thing we don't have to anymore thanks to Chat GPT.
That's true.
It is kind of crazy how AI, like, it could be doing everything else, but it's just taking away creative things.
The one thing
Like, it
that
could be.
people like thought that maybe it wouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fallon, you weren't in here this morning and you were doing something in a different studio, and I told Colt this already, but I think I smell like fajitas today and I don't know what's going on. I mean, I do to an extent. I was at Chi-Chi's last night having a grand old time. And
You went to Chi-Chi's and got fajitas without me?
no, I didn't get them, but the table next to us got them, and I think it just like
What a
spewed
show
on
off.
to me. I know. It was
Secondhand
quite the
fajita.
show. Everyone turned too. Like everyone turned when it came to their
It just
table.
proves the meme of it all.
Yes.
Like if you're someone who wants attention, you order fajitas.
But I woke up this morning and I'm getting ready and I'm like, What?
It's in your hair.
it has to be. I
It
don't know what it
happens.
is because I literally lathered on the deodorant. I'm like smelling my chest wherever I can smell. I'm trying to smell and I'm like, where is it?
There's something about certain foods that, like, yeah, I don't like. I cannot go into a Subway and expect to wear that winter coat later that week. It smells like Subway. It just like attaches itself. I once gave. I feel bad about it. I gave Vaughn to Complex once because we would have him come in sometimes. Like before he did mornings, we'd have him come into the morning show and like do like a game or bit with us. And he came in and one time and I was just like, "You've been frying food in your house? You smell like a fast food restaurant." And then
I
but
do
he
remember
did.
that.
He did, though. And then he was like, it got in his head, and I felt bad because he was like, yeah, I think he was making like pork chops or something. And then I did notice that on him multiple times. But I'm like, good for you, bud. You're cooking at home, though. You're
Yeah.
not just eating out.
I will
but
say
that was
I
rude of me.
used to be able to smell Vaughn from 10 feet away with the cologne, and now it's like 30 feet away. So you did do something.
I was
Give it
gonna
a couple
say,
extra
We
pumps.
have always given him crap for the amount of cologne, but I've never smelled this fast food smell on him. So maybe it
It's
was
my
masked.
fault.
It was masked because of you.
I think we're gonna have Vaunton next week because Colt's gonna be out, so we're gonna have various people come hang out with us. Maybe we should ask him if that gave him a complex,
I
and if that's
know.
what. But then we're gonna double insult him by being like, "Is that why you wear so much cologne?" And he's gonna be like, "What the hell? Like I don't wear too much cologne."
Nah, he's used to it. I think he's used to it. I think he leans into that sometimes. I mean, I think one birthday we got him Axe body spray and he just used it as like a statement piece in his
Okay.
studio for the longest
Decor,
time,
yeah.
but
Oh,
didn't
nice,
actually
nice,
use
nice,
it.
nice.
He just sat it there to prove that he had it.
Jenny, have you been talking to yourself a lot?
Yeah. It's crazy, you guys, when you don't realize, like, I live alone, obviously. And so I'm like sitting there and I'm like folding laundry or whatever I'm doing. All of a sudden, I realize I'm like whispering out loud conversations I'm having in my head. And I'm like, and I'm like, whoa, the amount of conversations that I work out in my
Dude.
head that should have happened like 2 years ago that now are happening in my head, but that I say them out loud are crazy. But yeah, I just noticed that recently that I'm like, I really just talk to myself out loud a
It
lot.
is like B-roll. Your life is kind of like B-roll of a horror scene. After we learned about your mayo sandwiches, it's like just cut to a scene of you like nom, 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 nom,
Eating
on
a mayo sandwich,
and
talking
then
to
cut to like a
herself.
thing of you in a dark corner, just.
Also, you also just to rewind. If your life is the Truman Show, Jenny, they're like she's losing it.
Honestly, there's no chance that I could be the feature on the Truman Show because nobody would be able to watch it. They'd be like, why is she in the bathroom so much? This is crazy.
Yeah, because they can't watch you in there. There has to be some
Right.
kind of rule.
There's a lot of toiletry endorsements you could get though. Like if
Oh my
they
God,
could slide
shout
them in
out
there.
Charmin.
Yeah.
Come
Sharma's
on.
like, we don't want
Hook it
that
up.
association. If it makes you feel better, Jenny, you remind me a lot of my mother.
Great. Listen, I love Deborino. She's the best, but, maybe
she-
not
yeah.
the. I don't know. If I was saying I was aspiring to be someone in the world,
Maybe not.
maybe not Deborino, even though I do love her.
She says she talks to herself all the time, and she is the best listener, she says.
That's a
And
good
nobody's
insight.
interrupting you. It's great. I'm
That is
telling
true.
you, it is so great.
Do you ever get mad at yourself for the stuff you say? Like, why would I even think that? Or something like that. Like, do you argue with yourself?
No, I don't do that. But there's the most.
Yeah, Colt. She's not crazy.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
I think the worst part is when I have dogs. And like, I know everyone talks to their dogs, but I do it on another level because I'm by myself, I think. And then at one point I have to think like, is the dog annoyed with me now? Because I have been,
the room.
oh, what's your day? Oh my God, what you doing? And then I go into full conversations where they're a human and I'm talking to them like a human.
Well, the good news is you do have people to talk to for the next like 4 hours.
I know. And that's why I love to talk a lot.
Yes.
with you guys.
Dude, we love it. We love it.
We do. We have, by the way, you know what? We have Noah Khan tickets coming up this morning. I want you to win those, okay? So set an alarm on your phone or just like tell someone you trust who is a good memory to remind you 7:35, 8:35, and 9:35 this morning.
What up? 101.3 KDWB.
From the Dean's Home Services Weather Center.
0.3 KDWB. Talk me through it.
All right, we have Kim on the phone. Kim, I'm going to let you dive right in with what's going on. What do you need a little advice on this morning? Welcome to the show.
Thanks. So my cousin and I were the same age. We grew up together and we're basically best friends. And I was at her house this past weekend. We were just kind of like hanging out with her husband, some of our friends, you know, backyard games. We were like chilling on the deck. You get it. Anyway, we were just having some beers and I overheard my cousin just kind of like remind her husband that he can only have 2 beers because I guess he's got some like health stuff going on right now.
Okay.
You know, like he used to be kind of like a pretty heavy drinker.
Yeah.
But he's definitely chilled out in the last couple of years. So it wasn't, you know, I wasn't surprised. But anyway, I went to take a sip out of like a Stanley about an hour later, and I thought it was my cousin's. And then I instantly like spit the water out because I got a mouthful of what I believed to be like whiskey and Coke, but very heavy on the whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so everyone was kind of, you know, playing yard games. They didn't really notice, but I realized that the Stanley I was drinking out of was actually my cousin's husband's. And as the day went on, I noticed that he was just getting real loose for someone, you know, who supposedly like is only supposed to be having a couple of beers.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, people say that my cousin like probably already knows, but I'm just not sure. And I'm like, okay, should I tell her? Like, I don't want him to be hiding this from her. And you know, they have kids, so you'd think he'd want to like get better on his own, like just for his kids. But I guess my question is, do I tell her since it is such a like important health concern, or do I not? And if so, like, how do I tell her? Am I supposed to just stay out of it?
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you're hearing Kim right now, maybe you have a little bit of advice. You can call 651-989-KDWB. I would, since I've had very strong alcoholism in my life, that's why I'm not a big drinker as an adult, and why I don't even like love the smell of it on other people's breath.
And you're not an alcoholic, but you're just saying like your whole background.
Yeah, no, my family, both my parents have struggled with that. And so I'm very sensitive to it. I don't know if that's the case with her because it's the way you're making it sound is kind of like it's not like, well, maybe he does, it sounds like he does probably have a problem because if he can't stop, even though it's a health issue, then part of me feels like she probably can tell when her husband's getting drunk. And she maybe just doesn't bring it up because she doesn't want it to be a fight in front of the family or something.
I always equated it to this. If the moment you're hiding it is the moment where that's probably a problem.
Yeah, for sure. Or if you have to have adult people remind you that you should stop or you shouldn't have more than this number.
Yeah, something's got to be addressed for sure.
But how to handle it, good question. Maybe someone else has better advice on that because maybe she isn't aware. Maybe she's busy with kids and she's like, I can't take care of a third kid right now. I don't know how old the kids are, but when they're younger, I mean, you're very consumed with those things. If you have advice for Kim, give us a call, 651-989-KDWB. You can text in 53921. Either way, Kim, I'm sorry because it's like a tricky situation because you want the best for your cousin and their family in general. But hold on, we'll see if we get a little advice for you, okay?
Yeah, I think if she's talking to the radio station or talking to other people about this, like she thinks it's enough of a problem and she's got a concern about it. So I think out of respect for her cousin, she should bring it up and talk to her. And there are ways to bring it up respectfully and just matter of fact, like, hey, I took a drink. I thought it was your Stanley and your water. I took a drink. I got some whiskey, and I noticed that that's what your husband was drinking out of. Just wanted you to be aware. End of story. Like, don't put your opinions in it, your thoughts on it. Just matter of fact, this is what happened. Here's your info.
Okay. I mean, other person like kind of texted in something similar saying, as a recovering alcoholic, I guarantee his wife doesn't know. And they said, I was really good at hiding mine until I ended up in the hospital due to health complications associated with my alcoholism.
I know someone, I don't want to give too many details, but this person was heavily drinking to the point that it got to the point where like something bad happened and they didn't realize it until they found like a spare bedroom that had a ton of empty like 175s of booze.
Oh my gosh.
And that person's partner had no idea. Like no idea. That person's okay nowadays. But it is, I do think that you assume that everyone knows if your partner has an issue, but some people are so good at hiding it.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot of people are in denial too. Richard, what do you think about this?
Hey, I'm 7.5 years sober myself, and
congratulations.
Like, if she is sure of what she witnessed, she should tell, because he's doing it, and if he gets away with it, he will never change. Like, I had to basically almost lose my family before I changed. So, if he gets angry, that's his anger. If he goes and has drama, that's his drama. But if she knows what she saw, then I think she should say something.
So, Richard, did you have a partner that was like confronting you about your issue and you just like didn't listen until it was to the point where you were almost going to lose your whole family?
Yeah, we went to marriage counseling, and she said that was the last box. She wanted to check that so that she could say she did everything. And like, I didn't even realize how much pain I was causing everybody until it was laid out in front of me. And then it's like, well, my rock bottom was maybe I lose my family, and that's what it took for me.
Yeah.
That's kind of amazing that she was able to come back from that, because I think you're right. I think a lot of people do use marriage counseling as like the last resort, so they can just say that they tried their best, but they're already done, honestly, and it doesn't help. So it sounds like she really actually genuinely wanted it to work, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, but also congratulations on being sober that long. That's amazing.
And realizing how important your family is. That's more important. It's hard to do that. It's hard, like, deep down it's more important, but it's hard to make that decision when it's an addiction. It just is.
And we'll let Samantha have the last word. I'm thinking you're leaning towards like let the cousin figure it out on their own.
Well, I kind of agree with Bailey, but I also agree with the last caller in that the important part is that, I have been through this with my family, is for the wife to be very compassionate about, hey, like, why are you doing? Why are you sneaking stuff? Like, what's going on? Like, let's talk about it and not judge, and just have a very good conversation about it.
Right, because alcoholism in the grand scheme of things is addiction. And addiction has to do with like something a little bit off balance in your brain is what it comes down to. So when you're being attacked for something that literally is so different than what other people might experience, I can stop drinking at any given point. I like to drink, but like I can stop. I don't need to. I don't want to continue. If I hit a certain amount of drinks, I can stop. Alcoholism is very different in that way. So when someone's attacking you about something that like you biologically have going on, it is really just like such a scar to your ego, to your heart, and you're not going to take it well.
No, so she's right. Like having the mature and like not attacking angle conversation, try to be coming from a more understanding point and concern. That's probably the way to go with that. But I think the consensus, most people, Kim, if you're still listening, are saying to tell her.
It's so tough in those situations too, because like if you know that your husband has a problem and then you go to like a family reunion type of thing where you know everyone's going to be drinking and having fun, it's kind of, I'm not saying, you might want to be a little more sensitive to the topic too of like, well, let's just not go to this year's whatever barbecue bash thing, because it's a trigger.
We'll be in a better place, like, so we can go to that or
so
something.
I'd be mindful about that too.
All right. Well, if you ever have something going on in your life or family, friend, whatever, and you need a little advice, you can email us for Talk Me Through It. Just email jenny@kdwb.com. And it might have been in the car. We talked about this a little bit during some of our ticket stops because you went 10 toes down on this. but you said that you thought that there was something that certain men of a certain age do that's despicable.
I think he said this on air.
He did say that on air also, but he
Okay.
like went harder in the car with us.
That's true.
Hmm.
Do you
So-
remember? You don't remember?
Anything coming to
No.
mind that you said that you think men past the age of like 30 shouldn't be doing because it's despicable?
Eating ice cream off an ice cream cone.
No, it wasn't that, but that's interesting.
Should be in a bowl after 25. I don't know.
So about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we reached out to your stunning wife, Jen, and we said, hey, Jen, do you have access to Colt's phone? Do you know his passcode?
She does.
She does, yeah, as it turns out. We said, would you mind doing us a quick little sly favor? And she said, anything.
Gosh.
So for the past 2 weeks, if you go look at which I can tell you clearly don't look at your Instagram ever, which
No.
is fine.
Yeah, he responded to a DM I sent him 2 days ago last night. I was like, okay. Jeez.
Well, that's better than what he does to me. I'll send him videos and he likes them so fast that I know he didn't watch any of them. So that's totally different. I'd like you to go to your Instagram right now, please, if you could pull that phone up.
Okay, I'm going to go to my IG. Yup. Let's see here.
Colt Radio.
Instagram. Why does it say Ella Fella? Why does my bio
What do you
say
mean, why?
Why
I
does my
thought-
bio say I'm an Ella Fella?
You're
That's
not? I
disgusting.
thought you loved Ella lately.
People are going to think I'm a Pete. They're going to think I'm
Yeah, don't say
Pervert.
that.
a
You
perv,
are.
dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You are an Ella fella.
I'm not-
Literally on
well,
our,
I like
on our
Ella.
concert ticket stops, you said, can you put on an Ella Langley playlist?
He did.
Dude.
He
You
did.
did.
It was like your only request. You're like, oh, we have to listen to Fallon's music. And then your suggestion was only
Ella
Ella
Langley.
Langley.
I'm sorry. I
Which
love
makes you
her
just as-
music from the bottom of my boots to the tip of my hat.
Because you're an Ella fella.
Yeah, you see?
But I don't like that moniker. I don't like if you're over the age of 19 and you're walking around saying I'm Ella fella. It feels weird, dude. And if you go into her Instagram, it's like a bunch of older men just, I'm an Ella fella.
Yeah, and it's
Well,
so creepy because you know what they're doing and
So
why
it's
they're
why are
saying
you
it.
such
disturbing.
Yeah.
why are you such a creep, Cole? Why do you have that in
disturbing.
your bio?
Okay, I just want to see how many new followers I got over the past week because
It's also interesting because it's really highlighted by the fact that that's the only thing. Like, you no longer have
it's
Hiker
literally
in
the
there
only
either.
thing.
Oh, you deleted Hiker? Did we make
It
you
only says-
insecure?
I'm going to screenshot this right now so I have
No,
evidence.
I didn't
that this
delete
is-
it. Whenever my wife, she took
All it-
everything out and said Ella fella.
The only part of Colt's identity, according to his Instagram, is that he's an Ella fella and that he's part of Fallon and Colt.
Which I just changed our Instagram handle, so that doesn't even work anymore.
Yeah.
What is our new Instagram handle?
Thank you for asking. Fallon, Colt, and Jenny.
Fallon, Colt, and Jenny.
It's a really long Instagram
you gotta
handle,
knock
let me
me or
tell
Jenny
you.
off. That's too long.
I know. But FCJ doesn't show our name. So anyway, I just put Fallon, Colt, and Jenny.
Just do
But
Colt and
again,
Jenny. Just kidding.
honestly, it's easier to spell. So anyway,
That's messed up, dude.
Oh, no. Ella Langley, she knows. She used to live in Texas. She wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
Look at him. He can't
He's
resist.
two step around the room.
He loves Ella
Yes, he
Langley.
does.
Look at
Listen.
him smiling.
Do I like Ella Langley's music? Yeah.
Okay, final bold statement.
Did I
To
convince
any-
my wife to get the bangs she has? Maybe.
You trying to get your wife to cosplay as Ella Langley, and she's trying to get
No,
you to
she
cosplay
lobbed
as
it up.
Mike the Situation.
She-
It's wild.
What's going on in our household?
So
Somebody call
weird.
CPS. Yeah, no. She wants the Ella Langley bangs, but I have a firm statement on bangs that nobody can pull them off.
It's very few people. Ella Langley can. Zoe Deschanel can. And I think that
And
might be it.
that's it. That's
Sabrina
literally it.
Sabrina Carpenter, yeah.
Yeah,
She
maybe.
looks great.
But I don't listen. If you're an Ella fella, that's cool. I guess welcome to the club. But I hate that the 121 people that follow me the past week or whatever, however long it's been on there, that's all the 120 people just think I'm an Ella fella. And I'm so
That's probably
passionate
why
about
they
it that I
followed
have
you.
it in my bio.
They probably did. Not all marketing and influencer experts out there say, like, make sure you're grabbing people's attention and letting them know what you're about in your bio. So now
the
those
FBI's
people.
attention, CIA. Look out for this dude.
So one final time, if you are a man listening or you're married or dating someone and they're over the age of what? And they're what?
I think if you're over the age of 19, you can't say you're an Ella fella. All right.
Okay. All right.
She's from Texas. I can tell by
out the way. He's two-stepping round the room.
I just want to be hurt so bad. It hurts so bad. It hurts so. I just want to be
hurt.
You really
just wanna
are,
be-
Cole.
She does have some bangers. We should play them on KDWB. I will say
Call
that.
Rich about it.
I know that the bar closes at 11.